what are the areas, what are the vulnerable spaces in me, and first to work on it and to transform it. Then that becomes your true nature. But then when you share it, it touches people, it transforms people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's not only about techniques. Many times people are focused on techniques. They say, okay, which techniques I can learn, which techniques I can do.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, so this is in mind. The Vietnam also, I see people learn many things, NLP, this, that. There are many techniques.
Some rich lessons for 3 days.
Yeah, exactly. So many techniques. So techniques are okay, but the main thing is, did you transform yourself?
Did you transform yourself?
Otherwise, you are putting a mask. You are behaving in a certain way. You say, oh, I'm a strong woman. I'm beautiful. I can support people. Okay.
For myself, I have been working in banking and finance environment for 7 years.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I switched into Bean Group.
Okay.
Yeah, one of the biggest corporation in Vietnam with a lot of female leaders.
Oh.
And I have worked there for 2 years. And then I started up health and coaching business for 4 years now.
Okay.
So I was also one of the person who trying to go to a lot of studying program. I mean, I really understand what you have been saying about losing something and trying to find somehow. But if you have a message for Vietnamese leaders like me, especially for the woman CEO or something, what will you say to them in order to facilitate the way they will come out more easily from the trauma, from the collective.
Yeah. So the first thing is to understand that you want to give many things to many people, you know. But it has to start from ourselves. The first transformation has to happen with ourselves. So that means we need to understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. If I'm a teacher or a healer, first to check what are the unhealed parts in me, what are the areas, what are the vulnerable spaces in me, and first to work on it and to transform it. Then that becomes your true nature. But then when you share it, it touches people, it transforms people. Okay, it's not only about techniques. Many times people are focused on techniques. They say, okay, which techniques I can learn, which techniques I can do.
That's true.
You know, so this is in mind. The Vietnam also, I see people learn many things, NLP, this, that. There are many techniques.
Some rich lessons for 3 days.
Yeah, exactly. So many techniques. So techniques are okay, but the main thing is, did you transform yourself?
Did you transform yourself?
Otherwise, you are putting a mask. You are behaving in a certain way. You say, oh, I'm a strong woman. I'm beautiful. I can support people. Okay. But is there because as a human being, we are all 3 types of self. One is what we put out. This is our image, what others see. Like a celebrity, they are like all the time beautiful and sexy, graceful. This is the image what people see. Then what you feel about yourself. Inside you might feel, oh, I feel I need some support, or I feel some emptiness inside, or I don't really feel the love. Maybe I have 1 million followers on Facebook and Instagram, but inside I feel lonely and nobody understands me, the true. So there is this already a split between what I'm showing, some people are showing, and what you are inside. So first to check, how you can create a bridge. Am I also nourishing my deeper self, inner self? So then to really discover, is this who I am? What is my true nature? What is my true essence? To go deeper. So these sometimes with some people, these 3 are different. Your true nature and who you think you are and who you are seen by other people. So then when you connect these 3 things, you become whole. When you become whole, even if you share a simple technique, it comes from your truth, authentic space. It comes from your depth. Then it's not only a tool which you are transferring, but you are transmitting something. It's like you become like a flower. The flower has a fragrance. So this is what really touches people. Not only the technique and tool. That's only an outside space. Like you can have a nice cup, but what is the content inside is also how you transmit. So all I would say is, yes, you have the good tools, but also work on the transmission, which means I need to transform myself, I need to transmute myself, I need to open my spaces. Then from that space, when I share, it's aligned.
Yeah, aligned.
Aligned space.
It's very important.
Aligned, because what I want to do, what I am doing, and who I feel inside, it all shouldn't be different.
Yeah.
Then people are like, okay, they're stressed to be a meditation teacher. It doesn't work.
The question is how to find the alignment, because somehow your mind taught that you should go to this direction, and you should follow that direction because you don't have any other else guidance. And after 3 months or 1 year, you follow that path, so you take some bad result and then you come back. Is it okay?
See, when you don't know, you do a lot of trial and errors. You say, oh, maybe this, oh, maybe this. So you try for a while, you learn something, you start putting it out, trying it out. Then you say, oh, maybe it doesn't work. Then you try another thing. So this is okay in the stage of learning. But the main thing is to see that, okay, do I feel nourished? When I do something, do I feel full in my essence? Do I feel joyful when I share this? Or am I just doing as a business, just to get recognition, just to get acceptance from people, just to get money from people? Because these are only outside. The recognition, the money, the price and appreciation, this is only outside. But how I feel inside? Do I feel joyful? Do I feel alive? And do I feel aligned? So when you focus on this, when you are aligned, when you share, these other things also will come. But if you are starting from the outside, sometimes people lose connection to the inside. Then they are only doing things, then inside they feel empty. Maybe they are teaching beautiful concepts, which they themselves don't apply. So that is why to see, okay, what I am sharing and how is it applicable for me in my life, what I am teaching, what is getting transmitted. So first that's why I'm saying you need to check who I am, what I want to be, and create this bridge more and more and more. And then to see, am I flowing or am I just have to prepare myself or performing?
Prepared to perform.
If it's a performance, it's a different thing. You can be an actress, you can be a celebrity. Okay, you know that, okay, I am performing, but I'm not that character. Then they know clearly, right? That is a different thing. But in the terms of life skills, you transmit these skills as well. So that is why we are talking about alignment. If you're an actress, that's a different thing. You show one role, you do that role very well, then you come back, you remove that role. So you need to understand, what is my role? What is the game I'm playing? Only thing is, the more you are aware, the more you are aligned. So for alignment, the first thing is awareness.
Awareness.
So wonderful. Do I know myself, what I'm doing, how it is connected with me? Is it truth or I'm playing a game? As long as you know, okay, I know consciously I'm playing this game, that's also fine. At least you know. Otherwise, if you don't know and if you're doing it, that's different. So awareness is the first step for alignment. And then to be loving with ourselves. Second is to accept all parts of ourselves. Many times people don't accept themselves. So they want to be somebody else. So they like only this image, but they have their own weakness, their own vulnerabilities. This they don't accept. They push away. So at some point they look strong outside, but inside they don't know how to work with this sensitive parts, the vulnerable parts. They don't have time to heal themselves. So that is where it's important. Okay, these are my sensitive areas. These are the areas I feel still something is not healed. So you also spend time to work on yourself.
Spend time
on a regular basis, apart from what you are sharing with others. So this is important. That is how you keep aligning. It's a journey.
Wonderful.